Hey, it's David from the Redneck Garage. Well, it's cold outside, so it does remind me of when we went on our cruise. So this is the video of day 2, when we entered the ship, where we got to our room, when we got to go sit out on our balcony, and that was pretty cool to be able to get up on the ship. So let's get to the videos. So we got up in the morning after we got some rest, and you could look across Ron John's there, and you can see in the background that we could see the cruise terminal and see all the ships out there, and that was cool. We posed for one more shot, and then we all loaded up and we drove on over to the cruise terminal, ready to get on the boat. One of the cool things is that we had a suite. We had a regular room and we had a suite. So when you have a suite, you get priority boarding, VIP treatment. So we got to come in and sit at the table with the lady that takes your information rather than standing in a bunch of lines and, you know, going kind of through the cattle gate. So that was super cool that we didn't have to wait in line. Where's Christian? I'm ready for a Miami Vice.
I'm ready for a smoothie or something, or chocolate.
As you start walking through, you really see how big the ship is as you're kind of going up the gangplanks to go in, and it was really pretty cool to see that.
Actually, all the people who work here are fish.
Really? Yes.
So I got a couple of postcards of the Sensation. It was built in '93, and it's a pretty small ship, really. It's a 70,000-ton ship. It'll hold about 2,600 passengers. And for comparison, you could compare that to like the Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas, the new biggest ship in the fleet. And it's 225,000 tons, and it holds 6,200 people. So it's about maybe what, a quarter of the size of the biggest one now. If you look at this photo, you can see that was our room, and later on, after Katrina, they slapped on these balconies on the outside of the ship. They just, you know, basically welded these boxes on, which was actually really pretty cool. But when you look at the ship, you can tell that they just welded it to the side and made the balconies a lot further out, which gave us the extended balcony that we stayed in, and there'll be a little bit of video of that here in just a second. But that was super cool, but it looks pretty skanky. So when you first get on board, you get lunch, and that's pretty cool, and we both had a drink because we were ready for one, and this is in the dining room. Don't smile. Don't. So there's a whale tail that we saw from our hotel room, and it's pretty massive when you're standing underneath it. They got a kiddie pool and the waterworks and the slides, and that was pretty neat. We just used a regular pool, though. We didn't get in that very much. Windy up here, huh? Pex. It's windy up here, isn't it?
It is windy.
We're out on our balcony. Zachary is excited. Look at him. Yeah. Ethan, what do you think?
Awesome.
And then there's the Disney ship and the Freedom. There's a pilot boat. Then you go into the room. Man, this is cool. This is the suite that we stayed in, and it was nice. It had a little bitty walk-in closet, kind of walk-in. You can see that couch there. It folded out into a bed where two of the boys stayed with us. And the TV, even though it's really small, it is a flat screen. It was real clean. It's nice. Didn't stink bad. Nothing like that. So, the room was really pretty cool. A lot bigger than some of the like the interior cabins in the ship. So that was a bonus. Okay, this is the obligatory mustard station. See, he's got the sign over there telling us what to do. Uh-oh. Move over here. So we're sitting out here on the deck. Hey, babe.
Yes. On the deck. Going.
With a beverage. The extended balcony is really pretty cool because you got a chaise lounge and then you got room out there. It's a lot deeper than the other ones we've been on. All right, we're leaving the port.
Cheers.
Whoop. Whoop.
Let's race the Disney cruise.
Here we go.
Royals are.
Pretty soon we'll be out where there's no anything.
Woohoo!
Here's a couple pictures of the interior. We saw some shows in the auditorium and it was great. They bring you drinks and yay, saw a comedian. The ship is pretty old and tired. I mean, it's an old Italian cruise ship and it looks kind of cheesy, the signage and everything. But, they keep it pretty clean. For the price, it's a good value. And this is the photo place where they overcharge you for printed pictures and they must throw them out the back of the ship because they do thousands of them. And we bought some. And this is the biggest ripoff on the ship. Do not ever sign up for the internet cafe because I lost like $40 when it took 10 minutes to load one web page. It was a ripoff. All right, so that's about all our onboard thing. We did explore the ship, and the boys really kind of, as they got older, they pretty much could go where they wanted to. So they were out exploring the ship, and Jennifer and I spent a lot of time just relaxing on the balcony, and that was really nice to watch the waves. The good things about the ship were the extended balcony was nice. Our room was really excellent. The food on this ship, we've been on this ship before, Jennifer and I have, and the food pretty much sucked compared to the other times that we've been on. So, I don't know, maybe they got different chefs or whatever. Food was a fail. We did go to the formal dining room and got our pictures made, and that was nice to get some pretty cool overpriced pictures, which is the goal of the cruise line, is to sell you some photos and some drinks. The next video is going to be about Nassau and Freeport, and I can tell you this, that the next video coming up was really the highlight of our whole trip. Absolutely. Freeport, what we did there is really cool. So I'll have that posted up here in a few days. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.